Why do you do what you do? This question was asked by my pastor in church on Sunday during the sermon. And for some reason, that question has been stuck with me. It's not like it's a new question. I'm sure you've heard it in different variations, like, what's your why? Right? For example, what's your why? That seems to be very common, especially if you speak with mentors or captain of industries or speakers, they tend to ask you, what's your why? But this very variant or version of the question, why do you do what you do? When my pastor asked that question on Sunday during the sermon, like it went by so fast, but I pinned it down. And I've been, brooding on it and thinking about it since then. It's Wednesday and it's the middle of the week and we tend to have forgotten the things we learn on Sunday. So I'm just putting this out there. Why do you do what you do? He kept on saying things like, why do you say the things you say? Why do you go to the places you go to? If you change the environment, would you still be doing what you're doing now? I read a couple of them down. He said, if no one is watching, would you still do the things you're doing? Why do you say the things you say? Why do you go to the places you go to? And yeah, like that. So check yourself at all times. And like I said, I've been pondering on this question. And for me, it even came to a point where I asked myself, the things I plan to do, why do I want to do them? Why am I planning to do the things I am planning to do? Right? The plans I have, why do I want to do them? Yeah, so it got me thinking and it brought me to a place of realization. Like, of course, like I said, like I know already, when God does something or for everything God does, he's very intentional about the things he does. God does not do things anyhow. So there is always a why, there is always a reason, as to why God does things. And even creating you and I, there is always a reason. I'm still thinking on these things. I think I'll come back from time to time to share, probably as things unfold or anything it is I want to share. But the question is, why do you do what you do? I'd like to hear in the comments. Why do you do what you do? And secondly, what did you learn in church on Sunday? Do you still remember?